Elon Musk has done it again, but this time it's not about electric cars, Mars colonization, or launching flamethrowers for fun. Musk has turned his SES to a new frontier. The courtroom, the Tesla and SpaceX CEO, has filed an $80 million defamation lawsuit against Whoopi Goldberg and the host of The View, accusing them of spreading damaging misinformation and tarnishing his reputation. This isn't your average celebrity lawsuit. This is Elon Musk, a man known for meme wars on Twitter and his bold declaration taking on one of the most popular daytime talk shows in America. The drama has ignited a media firestorm, with supporters and critics alike diving into debates about free speech, media accountability, and the fine line between humor and defamation.
Freedom of speech. Yeah. And freedom of speech only is relevant when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning.
Free speech is meaningless unless you allow people you don't like to say things you don't like. Otherwise, it's irrelevant. And if at the point at which you lose free speech, it doesn't come back.
I think the issue some people have is that a lot of people were brought back. I mean, some people were brought back who were previously banned for spreading things like QAnon conspiracies. You have people like Andrew Tate who were brought back, who were previously...
Who is going to
accept
decide
that misinformation can be dangerous, that it can cause real-world harms, that it can potentially cause...
Yeah, so the point I'm trying to make is that the BBC itself has, at times, published things that are false. Do you agree that that has occurred?
I'm quite sure the BBC have said things before that turn out to not be true.
Right.
And in true Musk fashion, the stakes are sky high. This isn't just about a few words spoken on a TV show. It's about what those words represent in an era where misinformation spreads faster than a Tesla on autopilot. Musk argues that Goldberg and her co-hosts not only misrepresented him, but crossed a dangerous line, spreading baseless conspiracy theories that could have serious consequences, whether you see Musk as a champion of accountability or a billionaire throwing his weight around. One thing is clear: this lawsuit is about more than just money. It's a battle over the power of media narratives, the boundaries of free speech, and what happens when those boundaries are pushed too far. But before we continue with this whole drama, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest news surrounding Hollywood. If you thought Elon Musk's most ambitious project was putting humans on Mars, think again. The tech billionaire has launched himself into another frontier, the courtroom, in a legal drama that feels more and more like a TV special than a lawsuit. Musk has filed an $80 million defamation suit against Whoopi Goldberg and her co-host on The View. The reason: alleged defamation, misinformation, and if Musk's side is to be believed, a malicious smear campaign to tarnish his image. It's a saga filled with conspiracy theories, media accountability, billionaire bravado, and yes, even cats. Musk's lawsuit stems from comments made by Whoopi Goldberg and her co-host suggesting that Musk and Senator J.D. Vance were plotting a co-like scheme to seize control of the government if former President Donald Trump were removed from office.
I've been saying it for a while.
Yes, you have.
I've been saying that I think Elon Musk believes he's president. I do.
Well, you've been calling him vice president.
I've called him vice president.
Yeah.
I called him president because I don't know what JD is doing. I hardly ever say. I don't remember the last time we even talked about JD.
You're right. He's planning the presidency when they get rid of Trump.
So you think it's Musk, Musk Vance?
Possible.
Hey, you know who? Stay away from the stairways. Because, people put the leg out to trip you going down.
Apparently, the duo was painted as power-hungry masterminds scheming in the shadows like the villains in a political thriller. Muse claims these statements are not just inaccurate, but dangerously defamatory. According to his legal team, the remarks imply a level of deceit and conspiracy that could damage his reputation and business dealings. And when you're Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, SpaceX, and the unofficial king of Twitter, your reputation is your currency. The billionaire is calling the statements reckless, baseless, and made with malicious intent. In simpler terms, he's saying this is slander, and I'm not letting it slide. Caught in the eye of the storm, Whoopi Goldberg hasn't exactly stayed silent. Her defense: the whole thing is being blown out of proportion. She claims her comments were meant to be lighthearted, even referencing her cat as part of a larger metaphor. Something along the lines of her cat had it tripping her on the stairs reminded her of political sabotage, but Musk's team isn't buying the feline-inspired excuse. They argue that even if the comments were meant as a joke, the implications are anything but funny. Words carry weight, and when those words are broadcast to millions of viewers, they can create lasting damage. The cat defense may be one of the more bizarre aspects of this case, but it highlights a key issue. Where do we draw the line between satire, commentary, and defamation, and how much responsibility do media personalities have when their jokes could be misinterpreted?
President Trump has ceded the presidency to Elon Musk. No, that's not happening. But Elon's done an amazing job. Isn't it nice to have smart people that we can rely on? Right? Don't we want that? He's done a great job. He's not going to be president, that I can tell you. And I'm safe. You know why? He can't be. He wasn't born in this country.
Has sparked a massive debate about free speech and accountability. On one side, Musk supporters argue that his lawsuit is a long overdue check on a media landscape that often prioritizes sensationalism over facts. They see Musk as a crusader for truth, fighting back against a system that's been allowed to spread misinformation unchecked. On the other side, critics argue that Musk's lawsuit is a dangerous overreach. They worry that a billionaire suing TV hosts could set a precedent where wealthy individuals silence critics with legal threats. Free speech, they argue, includes a freedom to criticize public figures, even if those critiques occasionally veer into the absurd. The internet, of course, has taken sides. Hashtags like support Elon and cancel the view are trending, and everyone from armchair lawyers to actual legal experts has waded in. Is this a righteous battle for accountability, or is Musk simply flexing his power to squash dissent? This isn't the first time The View has found itself in hot water. The talk show has built its brand on fiery debates and outspoken hosts, but that approach has also made it a lightning rod for criticism. Over the years, the show has been accused of prioritizing drama over facts, with some claiming it fosters division rather than meaningful dialogue. Musk's lawsuit has reignited these criticisms, with many pointing out that The View has a history of making inflammatory comments about high-profile figures. Critics argue that the show's format encourages sensationalism and that its hosts often cross the line between opinion and misinformation. But supporters of the show argue that it's meant to be a space for lively debate, not a bastion of hard news. They contend that holding the host to journalistic standards is unfair.
Hello, darling. You're right. Hello, baby. How you doing?